a potential predator or something. And I decide to sleep while she's crying. Makes sense, right? Makes total sense. But anyways, I wake up. Who sleeps in that position too? Honestly, that... I've never been able to sleep in that position.
Clementine?
That's what she said. Bow chicka wow wow. I still got my gun. Apparently you can sleep with a gun, but not a walkie-talkie. Which I guess if I had to sleep with only one of those things, I guess I would choose the gun too. And Clementine's gone. With the walkie-talkie. So I'm immediately thinking...
Clementine? Clementine!
The guy on the radio, Vernon, because I still think Vernon is the guy on the radio.
God.
After all. So... either that or Vernon decides to take her anyways against my will. So here's her hat. And I'm like, well, something's up. She doesn't go anywhere without this hat. And then I hear that walkie-talkie. This is one of the best endings in this in the entire series so far. So you have the option to pick up the walkie-talkie or look at the bins. Because I'm meticulous, I like to pick up the bins. I mean, look at the bins. But either way, this zombie attacks you. And you know, you totally own him. You know, you totally smash his face in. You, pick up the walkie-talkie. Oh, hey, there's blood on that. And then this is so cool. And you're like, oh, crap.
No.
Out of time. Episode 5.
No. 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 Fuck.
Lee? Lee? You out here? Lee?
And I decide to show the bite.
What are you doing out here? It ain't safe.
Lee? Where's Clementine? She's not in her room.
Vernon ain't in the house either. What the hell is going on?
Whose blood is that?
I decide to show, you know. Basically, episode 5, rescue mission.
Oh my god.
No way. No. No fucking way.
There's no time to worry about me. Clementine's gone.
There's no chance she just wandered off on her own?
No. No way.
Then who the hell took her?
I don't know. Last night, Vernon came to me and offered to take her with him. Said she'd be better off.
Son of a bitch. I knew we couldn't trust that fucker.
Wherever she is, I have to find her.
Okay. What do you need from us?
And I ask for help.
Clem may not have much time. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We're all responsible for Clementine. And in your condition, you may not make it to her in time.
I'm like, oh,
She
Mead and
needs our
Crystal
help.
will make good parents once I'm dead.
Damn right. We can't let you do this alone.
So that's settled then. We'll look for Clementine together.
And I
Hell
don't
yeah.
wanna...
What are we waiting
I don't
for?
want them second
Are you
guessing,
sure
so
about
I give
this?
them another chance to
Could be
back out.
dangerous.
As opposed to what?
And
Day-to-day
I'm like-
life these days?
So
You
great, I
sure?
got a Prego
Just leave it
and I got a cripple. And here's Kenny, who's gonna...
Lee, man. You know I care about Clementine. And I am a Christian man. But I keep asking myself, if this was me, asking you for help, asking you to put your life on the line, would you be there for me? Because there have been plenty of times
I've been there
you ain't.
all of those times.
Kenny, man, I'm begging you here. I can't do this alone. I need your help, please.
Lee, I know you think you and me might have been on the same page a few times lately. But the way I see it, you've never really had my back. Right from the beginning, you were never looking out for me and
Jeez.
mine. Not when it mattered. So pardon me if I'm not bending over backwards.
So
to
the
help
dialogue
you
is a
and
little
yours
bit
out.
nicer here,
What about you, Ben?
but in my
don't
previous
know.
playthrough, he was all like, why are you
Whatever
looking
you
at
think
me?
is best.
I'm not gonna help you. So I originally say it's up to him, because I don't want him to...
Clementine's one of the few good things left in this world. She always had a kind word for you, Ben. and she needs you now. Don't you think you owe it to her to help?
You're right. I owe her. I swear, before this is all over, I'm gonna show you I can do something right. I'll prove it to you. You'll see.
Okay, guys, we should
So,
go find
if
her.
you-
See if he took her.
If you...
Let's head out.
I'll get the boat out onto the river. Figure I can wait there until you get back.
He didn't
Or
even,
at least until nightfall.
You're still gonna take me. Even bit.
How does that make sense?
figure out what
He's
to do
all
about
like,
that when the
I'm
time
not gonna risk myself for a little girl, but I'm totally gonna let you be in my boat. How does that make sense?
Come on, guys, let's go.
There's some serious messed up things in that. I mean, but still, the ending sequence is pretty cool, the way you get bit and all that stuff. If you let Ben think for himself, he's all like, no, I suck, I just get in your way, and he just doesn't. And then Kenny threatens that he won't even make it to the river. But I decide that I need Ben. And I'm like, guys, come on, they're probably not even there. They probably have a lot of other safe houses now that they know that Crawford is no more. And of course, they really aren't there.
Where the hell are they?
Looks like they got out of here in a hurry.
Vernon, get out here! There doesn't have to be any trouble here. All I want is the girl. Give her back and nobody needs to get hurt.
And then it's like, well, what are we supposed to do now, right? It gets even better. This is the best ending. I mean, honestly, this moment right here, the best. You'll see what I mean. Suddenly Walker. The radio!
Clementine, are you all right? Where are you?
And
Vernon,
then,
you son of a bitch!
that's not Vernon. That doesn't sound like Vernon. I was wrong. And I say, who is this?
Who is this?
It's not Vernon, if that's what you're thinking.
Doesn't he sound like a
Really
pervert?
watch your tone. Clementine's fine, but if I were you, I'd choose my next
He
words
just sounds like a
very
perv, doesn't he?
carefully.
And then I say, what do you want from me? Best ending ever. I think it's pretty cool. It's a total cliffhanger, like more than ever. It was super fast-paced. Keep in mind that a lot of these people have replayed a lot of these previous titles. Choice 5 decision. See, there isn't even Choice 1 title, Choice 2 title. That's what I'm talking. They really need to patch this, I feel. I don't understand why Kenny won't help me. For crying out loud, I sided with him in all of the episodes. This is so stupid. I've heard that at the very end, if you don't side with him through the majority of the decisions, he has the potential to completely leave the group, completely go gone. But yeah. So, and that was that. And basically, what some of the problems I have with this video, with this installment, with this episode specifically, is it doesn't seem to keep track very well of my previous decisions. In episode 3, and the one I have on YouTube, you can check that out. A lot of people seem to like them, which is, you know, means a lot to me. But Clementine didn't have the hoodie throughout that entire episode. I never shot duck, in episode 3. I sided with Kenny in episode 1 when it came to saving Duck off of the lawnmower, when it came to preventing Duck from getting kicked out of that pharmacy. I sided with Kenny in the freaking meat locker. I mean, I sided with Kenny with the whole, hey, let that girl get eaten or whatever. I mean, I didn't fight him in the train, I talked him down. Honestly, honestly. And now here he is. I mean, it even said that I helped him in the house in episode 4. Why did none of that seem to add up at all? Obviously, there's something that wasn't registered very well. There's a few other problems. The dialogue options don't really seem to match the words that you yourself are thinking. Like, yes, that sentence, that choice that you are given seems to be what you are thinking, and then the writers kind of being all linear about it, decide not to let you choose. Like with the whole thing about Ben, you know, where pretty much no matter what you pick, he says, you can, not yet, not now. That's basically the theme of all of those choices, even though all of them are different in that one is, you can tell him. 2, are you insane? Don't tell him. 3, I don't have time for this, Ben. And 4, which is staying silent. And I don't know about the staying silent part, but I know on those other 3, it's basically Lee says those things and finishes with, but not yet, not now. That's what I mean. It just doesn't seem to convey that tone properly. And fourth thing, a lot minor, but it's just the fact that it's just really more like 4 and 5 are really minor things, but really the game kind of seemed to be a little bit jerky about that. Some of the scenes jerky, some of the animations, like, you know, teleporting Molly out of that hole and all that stuff. And last but not least, the whole thing where it's like the real monsters of the Walking Dead universe are the people trying to preserve your humanity while trying to survive as a human. And it's like they really didn't capture that theme in this episode. It was pretty much all about the zombies throughout the whole thing. Yes, they kept talking about Crawford this, Crawford that. We didn't really get to see firsthand through the game about this Crawford. We saw all these secondary, you know, we saw the videos, we heard people's stories, but we never saw any of that ourselves. Maybe they thought that that would be enough. I don't think it is. We didn't even have any dialogue options with any of these Crawford people, so it just goes to show there was no even conflict between our humanity as a player and these, you know, Crawford NPCs. So, but yeah, hey, if you like this video, why don't you like? I mean, it's a simple click. You might as well do that now while I talk about that. If you really like this video, you should consider subscribing. Another simple click in the appropriate annotations. It will say here, and it will have a bunch of kind of arrows pointing at it. If you know somebody that would like this video, why not share? Get the word out. I do this thing called Brave Face Challenges. You should check that out in my About page. I promise you it's like 2 sentences long, but it's definitely worth checking out. I could really use some suggestions for Brave Face videos that I need / want to do, because I have no ideas. And of course, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.